Hi Scorpios, this week we have got Mercury, our planet of thought and communication, is direct, so no more Mercury retrograde, and it's moving through the final degrees of Taurus. So that is something that we've already experienced because during Mercury retrograde it moved back into Taurus, and so now we're in what's called the shadow period, which is when Mercury moves back over those same degrees. Now, if you're not into the kind of astrology jargon for that, what it basically means is that there are some lessons happening where we're kind of like tying up loose ends and wrapping things up and really taking a look at stuff and saying like, oh, that's what happened. Over the past few weeks I've felt overwhelmed and that's why. Or over the past few weeks I've had trouble with my partner and that's why. And so there can be a lot of clarity around your communication style, around your thinking style, and around, how direct you have been, how much authenticity you have been showing in your communication, how much you've been showing up, how much you've been willing to be open-minded about things and to also observe yourself. So now is this chance to say like, oh, okay, maybe I could have done that better, or maybe I'll do this moving forwards. It's not all about you, it is also about the other person. Could be that you're like, oh, well, they didn't do that quite right, but maybe I didn't react in the right way. And so basically it's just allowing yourself to process these things and to learn from them. So we have got here the Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So some new information is perhaps bringing some disappointment to you, and it might be that a new perspective is kind of almost like breaking a spell of some kind. Might be that you've seen somebody in a new light, or you're kind of seeing a relationship in a new light, or seeing a situation in a new light now, and you're kind of like, oh, that's not actually what I thought it was, and there's a disappointment that comes with that. If that is the case, just know that this is some truth that's coming through, because the Ace of Swords is always truth, and even though the truth hurts sometimes, in the long run it is good. So let me know in the comments if it resonated. Otherwise, have a wonderful week, and if you want a reading, there are links below. Much love.